One thing I think I do well and at VaynerMedia is I make everybody feel safe. And so that's really important to me because when you make people feel safe, they start telling you the truth, right? So if you were able to go home right now, if you're struggling to figure out what you're good at, if you're able to take the 10 to 20 people that are closest to you, siblings, wives, husbands, partners, friends, the 10 to 20 people you would consider the closest to you in the world, and if you were able to talk to them and make them feel safe before you asked them the following question, if you made them emphatically for 20 minutes and said, look, this is the most important question I will ever ask you in my life. You need to tell me the truth. My intuition is you're not gonna wanna tell me the truth, but you have to understand I'm okay with it. I'm in the right mind space for this. I need the truth. And then you ask them, what do they think you're good at and bad at? It's an amazing, and obviously I put out that post, it really resonated. I'm getting crazy emails of people like having amazing things happen to them. I think if you do not have self-awareness, which is what I do think I have, and I think a lot of people don't have it, the only way you can gain it is by getting other people to give you the data points. But most people won't tell you the truth. So it's on you to create an environment, a very safe environment for somebody to tell you the truth of what they truly think you're good and bad at, and then gather that data. A lot of people don't want to recognize what they're good at or don't want to accept that they're bad at something. It's like that whole American Idol singing thing, right? Like some of those people really believe they're great at singing and they suck shit, right? Like they really believe it. And so I don't think people are honest with themselves. There's a lot of things I wish I was. But I just don't lie to myself. And I think lying to yourself has held back the far majority of this room from bigger upside.
More than ever, we have to start deploying self-awareness. If you leave here and start your process of really knowing what makes you happy, of who are you really, if you could stop chipping away the voices from the outside, if you can start figuring out what you're scared of, if you want to actually do something, even in the light of the picture that I'm painting right now, who are you scared to fail in front of? The reason so many of you are not doing what you want to do is you're scared to fail in some. You're scared that your brother will judge you, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, and most scary, your mom or your dad. You need to eliminate that and/or own that fear and put yourself in a position to succeed. Because with all of this, we are now in the greatest era.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, cause that's actually life. Like zero people exist.
Are you scared? Like, do you ever fear the unknown?
Nope.
How? Like, that's what my main thing is. Like with every aspect of
You
my life.
have to because I'm confident.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, I'm not scared because I know I can handle anything.
That's awesome.
You know, and I know I can handle anything because I'm grateful for everything I've got, and I never envy and want anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm driven by that, and I'm an optimist. Mm-hmm. Like, if something bad happens tomorrow, I would default into thinking, well, I'm so grateful that I've had it for this long.
Yeah.
Instead of like, why did it go away?
It's all about the way you think about it.
100%, and you need to chip away at that, and you need to realize what's practical and not.
I know.
This is an insular game. Every time you let somebody's voice get into your head and their opinion or what they're doing, you'll become insecure. Every time you're just about you with yourself and just you, you'll win. Confidence is only about loving yourself.
What about the politics of everything?
They're real, but a funny thing happens when you're not listening. If you can hear your brother's points of view, you can hear your mom's points of view, you can hear your roommate's points of view, you can hear my point of view, but like when you're actually not listening, you're not listening. I'm such a positive guy. I struggle to think about the things I'm bad at, but self-awareness requires understanding both and then choosing which path you want to go through. I'm a big fan of going all in on your strengths. Being at peace with yourself and your skill set is such an important part of this. Try to get to a place where you understand yourself and understand what your strengths are. You've got to find your self-awareness. All your shortcomings are there for a reason. They're there to also allow you to be great. Deep in your brain, deep in your heart, you actually accept all those shortcomings is the second your life goes on the offense. I worry that people don't tap into their strengths. We've all got something, and you just need to accept what's yours and go in on that. Then you've got a starting point to success. And so self-awareness at its finest is accepting your shortcomings and accentuating your strengths.
Who the f- are you?
I'm an entrepreneur.